Emperor Vaxthor III gazed upon his empire from the celestial throne, as his ancestors had done for 1,000 years. The dominion stretched across 300 star systems, maintained by the mightiest fleet the galaxy had ever known. No species had challenged their supremacy in 5 centuries. The humans had been easy prey. Their tiny colony worlds fell within weeks, their primitive vessels scattered like insects before the Dominion Armada. Vaxthor had watched the final human surrender broadcast with satisfaction. Humanity's president had spoken with tears streaming down her face, "We cannot fight you. We surrender everything." That was 6 months ago. Tonight, the Emperor's celebration feast marked another year of absolute power. 10,000 nobles filled the grand hall of the imperial capital, floating serenely in high orbit above the throne world. Outside, the home fleet, 2,000 warships, stood eternal watch. Then the lights died. Every screen, every sensor, every communication relay across the entire capital system went dark simultaneously. The nobles gasped in confusion. Vaxthor felt something he hadn't experienced in his entire reign: fear. "Report," he commanded into the darkness. Silence answered him. When the emergency lights flickered on, the view screens showed something impossible. Ships surrounded them, thousands upon thousands of vessels, appearing from nowhere like ghosts materializing from the void. They were dark, angular, and utterly silent. No engine signatures. No heat blooms. No electromagnetic emissions. Just presence. The home fleet opened fire immediately. Energy beams that could crack planets lanced out toward the human vessels. Every shot passed through empty space. The humans weren't where the sensors said they were. They had never been there. The return fire was surgical. Silent projectiles moving at relativistic speeds, invisible until impact. The Pride of Dominion, flagship of the home fleet, simply ceased to exist, torn into molecular fragments in a microsecond. Then another ship. And another. No explosions, no drama. Just instant, clinical annihilation. Admiral Kresha's panicked voice finally broke through on short-range comms: "They're everywhere. Every system, every world, they were already here. We never saw them." Vaxthor's blood turned cold. The humans hadn't surrendered 6 months ago. They had vanished. While the Dominion celebrated victory, humanity had been building, watching, waiting in the darkness between stars. A transmission cut through every channel, audio only, in perfect Dominion standard. The voice was calm, almost gentle. "You burned our worlds. You enslaved our people. You thought we were defeated." A pause. "We spent 6 months learning everything about you. Your culture. Your fleet positions. Your infrastructure nodes. Your complete dependence on centralized networks." The Emperor watched in horror as fortress stations around the throne world went dark, one by one. "We could have destroyed you in the first second," the human voice continued. "Every critical system in your empire is already compromised. Your communications, your logistics, your life support, all controlled by us now. Your 1,000-year reign ends tonight, not because we hate you, but because you need to understand something fundamental about humanity." Another pause. The silent warships held position, motionless executioners awaiting judgment. "We don't fight fair. We fight to win. And we've been hunting in the dark since our ancestors lived in caves." Every Dominion military installation across 300 systems simultaneously lost power. Naval bases, command centers, weapons platforms, all gone dark in perfect synchronization. Your empire is dissolved. Your fleet is neutralized. Tomorrow, we discuss terms. Sleep well, Emperor. The transmission ended. The human warships remained, silent sentinels in the void. Vaxthor slumped on his throne, understanding finally washing over him. The prey had become the hunter. And they had been patient enough to wait for the perfect moment to strike. One night. 1,000 years, ended in one night.